Oh god. Like those were so bad, I didn't know anybody who had them, and I hadn't even heard about them as a child.
What's going on? Shut up and keep
uh,
looking. We'll come back when the bat is dead.
those were terrible ideas that should have never happened. Uh, yeah, yeah, and the 64, the PlayStation, and the Genesis is 32X, and or the Genesis's extra lifespan that was dying, and the Saturn, I think, came out, which was essentially a 32X without all the extra garbage.
He's up top. In the
Those were the three companies at that time.
flying rodent we know he is.
And then Sega
Looks
died.
like he's left you a gift up there.
And Nintendo's kind of doing the same stuff Sega was. They're releasing every console early in hopes of getting cheap, easy sales, and then failing to deliver on the game portion.
What are you doing? I need help. You're on
Uh, mostly because a lot of console gamers are console gamers first, so they pick the console with the most games. Oh my! Thank you, thank you.
Look like a bunch of little girlies.
Hey, get off me!
Most people who are console gamers first pick the console with the most. That is surprising. Usually, Japanese games, and Pokemon is a Japanese like franchise. Yeah, that's weird that it.
Sure. Again.
Huh.
What does it take? An army of
It came out at the end of the lifespan of the system. Huh. Anyway, yeah, people who are console gamers first don't think about. They think about everything, first party and third party. As a PC gamer first, console gamer second, I think about first party. So, like this gen, it would be PS4 and Wii U, because I like Kingdom Hearts 3 has been announced, Final Fantasy 15, Metal Gear's been announced for PC, and all the Wii first party games. But for a console gamer, they'd be thinking, well, the Wii doesn't have all these extra titles like that would a PC gamer would normally think about. Well, that's going to be on PC.
You need to stop this now.
Yeah, that's
Before it goes
Bethesda's
too far.
thing though.
Stop.
Like they've been a PC developer first with Fallout 2.
Let him go now.
Really? Okay, if you say so.
Their games have gotten consoleized. If you look at Skyrim, the UI is consoleized, and the controls are consoleized to feel better on a controller compared to Oblivion, Morrowind, Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas. I don't think that's a bad thing because I grew up a console gamer. So if the potato feels better, or if I had a DualShock 4, I would be using that. If the controller feels better, I'm going to use the controller because that's what I grew up with. Is this lit up yet? No. Yes. Fuck. How do I get over there? But yeah, like Oblivion, if I was to play it on my PC, one, the controller doesn't even work properly, and two, the UI is not consoleized. It's even on the console version, it's meant for PC. So you want to be playing that with a mouse and keyboard. A lot of PC games don't because they're not developed with the controller in mind. a lot of developers also think if you're playing it on PC, you aren't going to be playing with the controller, even if that's not what you grew up with. Which is dumb. Well, it's not thinking like a gamer, which you'd think a developer would do. There's a tea set that I want to look at. I've never played a Call of Duty on PC. I've played one Call of Duty, but it was World. And I only played the campaign. I'm not big on multiplayer. But I know the PC Call of Duty tends to be like full of hackers and stuff. So still too small, really? I didn't care much for Battlefield either, even though I know there are people who argue both sides forever. Well, he is short. The Mad Hatter is a short man, if I recall. And he's always portrayed short in the Arkham games. Yeah, he's 4'11", so he's a short man. Very skinny, short dude. So it would make sense he looks like kind of like a midget, because when you portray a short person, especially in a picture with that big ass hat, it's gonna come off as really, really small. Between the two, I never played any multiplayer in a Battlefield, in a Call of Duty game, so I can't comment on the multiplayer. I didn't care for Battlefield not because of the control, but because of the people in a Battlefield server.
Is he okay?
It doesn't matter which release of Battlefield it is. Those guys already know what they're doing, so if you're just coming in, learning like all the textures for the characters, the controls for all the vehicles, what weapons you want to be using, etc. You're going to just die and die and die, and you're never going to learn maps, you're never going to learn anything, because
You gonna cut me free anytime soon?
I didn't know that, but I wouldn't play Battlefield on an Xbox because I am a PC gamer first, so.
Today I'd like to go back to something you said in our last...
Speaking of Battlefield, there's one thing I've noticed they've done horribly wrong with the recent installations, and that's the stupid battle log. Making you go on a browser to go into a server so that you can play online through your game. Why? Why?
Walking around destroying my poor babies with their greed and arrogance.
But aren't you one of those fleshy sacks?
That's like going backwards
Are you okay?
in development.
I'm fine. I eat punks like these for breakfast. What were they doing in here?
The ones that weren't hitting me went
Oh,
in
yeah?
there and started doing something to the power controls. I have no idea what they were doing.
I tend to not play first-person shooters online. Depends on the game.
Looks like
I play
Joe-
Borderlands online because it's co-op.
This is going to be tougher than before, but it's a risk I'll need to take.
I don't know why they thought the battle log was a good idea. It wasn't, because that's what they did back in the day, because that's all they could do. They couldn't do stuff like that. through the game, and now we can, and we're going backwards because they can't program net code or something. I don't know.
What do you call the detective?
It makes no sense, and it just infuriates people. It looks really cool. I've never gotten to play it. I've heard it's horribly imbalanced. Yeah.
Looks like I've cut the power to the.
I'm kind of. I've never been that into Halo. I played.
Stay here. The Joker's men may try to retake.
I played through something in Halo 3. I don't remember if it was Halo 3 or. I think it was just Halo 3. But I never played through Halo 1 or 2. So I haven't really gotten into Halo. No, I didn't finish the Halo 3 playthrough. I did a portion of it, and then I stopped. I'm kind of disappointed they...
All those innocent citizens. It's going to be glorious, so I can't wait.
I don't remember who they... I think they said it was imbalanced for the heroes, though. Because of the way it works, it's really easy for the heroes to just hide and run away until they know they can get a kill, since the kills are instant. And build their intimidation bar. That's much harder for you to just bring down. And it's storming really bad. I'll be surprised if my power doesn't, like, cut out for a minute. I'll be sad if it does, but I would be surprised if it doesn't. Nah, man. Your perception is based on how much you look around. So if you're good at multiplayer, then yeah, you could probably find them pretty easy. But if you're like me and you like just do this the entire time you're playing. Yeah, but from what I saw, those aren't common. They show up sometime, and then they own the field for the time you get to use them. And it's first come, first serve for whoever gets them. Like, whoever gets to the spot to pick them. You lose your character, and then you play Joker or Bane. So for the most part, you're just playing a thug. From what I looked at, because I watched all the tutorial videos, but I never played the multiplayer. I don't know if it's got active players on it anymore. Because I heard it's glitchy and broken, which doesn't surprise me considering Splash Damage did it, and if I remember looking them up, they did something else that was glitchy. They're much stronger, but that's why you don't get to use them as often. Based on what I saw... Well, that's cool. I hope they fixed anything that was broken in it. I really wish I remembered what else Splash Damage did.
This area is falling apart. It's not safe to use the grapple. I need to climb up the old-fashioned way.
Because I remember looking it up when they said they were doing the multiplayer. And people were upset. but it's whatever. No, I'm pretty sure it's imbalanced. Mostly towards the heroes, but I mean... It seems fun regardless. Like the thugs look like fun. The villains look amazing from what I saw in the videos. And the heroes are just the heroes, so they'll always be fun.
After him!
Please.
He's here!
That's cool. But that would assume you see them coming, which the heroes shouldn't just be like running at your face. Or taking long runs down a hallway or anything like that, you know. They should be doing like what you would want to do in a
Do you mind if I keep it?
Oh no, Colonel, I can't leave it. It's against all the rules.
in a stealth mission where you land close enough to instantly get your
Someone! Get me out of this thing!
what's the word?
The bat is on the way.
Your takedown
See him. Send me
without them being able to turn around and react.
That's the down one, right?
Yeah, they're going down.
It would be really hard to do that though because the hiding spots are harder to get in.
Batman here.
I would assume it's almost easier to hide out in the open, just like where the thugs would hide behind cover and stuff. Yeah, that's what makes it interesting, is there's 3 factions. I love that idea. I've got to get up there, and I don't remember how. I don't think he's turning around, so we're gonna go over here. The 3 faction idea is a good concept. I personally haven't tried it though, and I really should. Eventually.
Joker wants him stopped. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, that'd be one way to do it. I'd imagine people playing would be like constantly staring at the areas they could be in though, you know, like vents and whatnot. Is he gonna move? Oh, hi. If you're not gonna move... Oh. God, I'm smart.
Not a chance.
I'm gonna wait for this guy so that I can go around, like, down on the ledge without risking getting caught. But yeah, that would be a smart way to do it, is to break anywhere that would be, yeah. They have their own detective mode, essentially, from what I saw. Which is a really cool concept.
Batman better not try and mess with us.
Oh fuck. Please turn it. No, you dick. God damn it. I should have looked up. I really should have. Yeah, but what from what I saw, Joker's pistols look strong too.
Listen, the Bat's on the way. If you see him, send the annoying doctors to hell.
Speaking of that game though, what's your opinion on Troy Baker's Joker? I thought it'd be more controversial than it is, considering how long Mark Hamill did the Joker.
Joker's men are all wearing security codes.
I know it was very controversial when it was announced, as to whether it would be a good idea or not.
Batman better not try and mess with us.
I actually liked his Joker though, personally. I'm curious what you'd think. No, but, and also, it kind of makes sense for Bane to be the strongest. While knowing, God fucking damn it. Joker isn't going a pushover compared to him, but Bane's the dude. That's a good way to look at it. I hadn't looked at it like that. But I know a few other people have. Like, Man vs. Game made that same assumption. Like, that same observation. I just liked the way he did it. So I hadn't really thought about it. But yeah, that is a good way to think about it. Especially if you're someone who didn't really care for it. Because then it lets it fit without you having to be mad at it. The scene I love the most is the one where we've got to hear his voice for the first time. With the Christmas presents. And the scene with Harley. Those made me fall in love with the way he did it.
Joker wants him stopped. I'm gonna do it.
Come on, turn around. This guy's gotta be first.
I've incapacitated the main threat, but the hostages are still in danger.
So you think
Yeah, I mean, it would be hard to say you like Baker more than Hamill.
you remember about my alarms? How you guys couldn't sabotage me?
Oh my god. What are they doing? I don't know what to do about that. I can't comprehend. No, yeah. I mean, for most people, it would be hard to justify Troy Baker being better than Hamill in the Joker. Yeah, I kind of got that, but it's like the AI is so... Maybe it's not the AI and they actually have personality. And it's like, nah, man, I want to go first. I'm going to be the one to shoot this fuck. This is how I should have got out. Fuck. Oh my god, I can't. I'm gonna have to go over there, and I'm probably gonna die. It's gonna happen, because they're broken. I loved it. I did watch Jack Nicholson first, and I loved him. I also love Mark Hamill. He's my favorite Joker. This coming from someone who... His first Joker was Jack Nicholson. Yeah, that's kind of what I was planning on doing. I just didn't get around to it yet. And I was kind of hoping not to do that. Is it done? Okay, it's done. They scared me because, like, guns are so much stronger in Asylum than City and Origins. Guns can make you terrified to do a situation. Especially after you've fucked it up the way I just did.
I should pick up Harley's trail again so I can find it.
I need to find Firefly. He's sitting up there somewhere. There you are. No, Killer Moth. This is a guy I still have no idea who he is because I haven't read any of the comics or really watched the animated series. Yeah, still. No, but yeah, coming as someone whose first Joker was Jack Nicholson, and I didn't really get into the animated series as a kid. I have no nostalgia really for any of them. Why you do this to me? There we go. I don't know what he's doing up there. He's just sort of chilling. He's dead. I didn't really show that well. It's just a skeleton. He probably left somebody there and that's his calling card. Or it's him and he's dead. It's a cocoon though. And I'm assuming that's how he kills people. You just sort of find dead bodies in cocoons. But I don't know for sure, so, you know.